and no one else signed up.
You did not sign.
Do you know that you need to sign up? It's time to stop having mommy do things for you. Your stuff. Here's my. Okay, just go to work.
Sorry, early.
I'm having a heart attack in the new year. Hold on a minute.
I know. This is a New Year's resolution.
Oh, right.
Yeah. This is colored bill, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I still like to do. Start working out. I'll be right with you. Okay, and then we'll just do the Poomse tree. We'll just go straight up.
That last one, I'm like, ugh. What's the step of my left?
I don't know what's wrong with me the other night. Bring anything back. Okay. So.
Good, 4 minutes.
Nobody there. Oh.
Yeah, really.
Really?
Why are people not logging in?
That's a really good question. I don't know. I know Master Puzzle sent out an email.
I got the email and I used that to sign up with. I didn't do it ahead of time, so I was not sure about what.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you start back on Monday? Okay.
Yeah, but it's like everything else. We start things and they start out okay, and then it's just a really pleasure.
So how do we morph it into something different then of what? Maybe they did this class and said, yeah, I got it. What do you turn it into? Something else.
Well, we
Change it. Right?
Yeah. We're going to turn this into a regular adult class. I think we're going to change adult classes to get 6 o'clock across the board. Hopefully that'll get some adults. You Master Fusco? No absolute need for both of us to be here if you want to go home, not that I'm throwing you out.
Hey, sir.
Thanks, sir. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. I mean,
Turns into a night of stuff you don't do normally in class.
Miss Snow is suggesting maybe we turn this into something else instead of Poomse. Maybe they feel like, okay, I've done that, I've got it. Wait.
What's something that you don't get to normally in class that you want to?
That we can do.
There you go, right? Do 9 classes of this, and then switch it up.
Let's certainly do both.
Rotate the ideas, right?
Oh, that's fine.
Maybe that'll pull some people.
It might. So Master Fusco, next time is.
Next week is black belt, then the next one after that, the 19th would be the next color belt.
Well, this is a pain in the neck. Again, maybe you can make a stored script in the library, but maybe we should put out this week saying, schedule your black belt class for next week, and then we put out another one on Monday to get Tuesday. But then on that Monday, when we're putting it out for the Tuesday, we put out a color belt one, schedule your, maybe we just need to help people schedule a little better. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll send a reminder, we'll send 2 reminders. I don't think that's gonna help, but yeah, at least give it a shot. Mr. Polance, where are you? There you are. How you doing, sir? You doing good? All right, great. Hey, do you have a bowl stool at home?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're gonna do both Taeguk and bong stool forms, okay? And we'll probably do a couple of bong stool forms you may not know, but that's all right. You can follow along anyway. Okie dokie? Okay.
We're just saying, for ideas and interpretations.
Yeah. You know, and then there's a piece of me that says, well, how hard should we work to entice people to come train if they're not willing to come train? You know, if
I'm
that's,
not the one to answer.
and I quote, you're not, but, you know, if that dedication's not there, you know, how many,
You're dealing with Americans.
Grandmaster Lee once said that Taekwondo wouldn't survive in America. Americans were all about instant gratification, and no one would train for years to become something they want. And that was that's like 2 decades ago. Oh, yeah, it's coming
He
to
was
pass.
half for right.
What's that?
He was half.
What do you mean?
If you look at most like most groups, the bread and butter are kids. And the cycle is you get everybody in for a few years and you keep the grades up. So if they stop getting good people, yeah,
Right.
they would all die out.
Yeah.
But the goal is to always get good people that leave after.
Yeah. And I think we got spoiled because our people stayed so long that we didn't focus as much on getting the people we needed to do, and then that changed. Why aren't you going home? What? Oh, all right. All right, what time are you coming in tomorrow?
I'm here for like 2 o'clock meeting.
For 2, okay. And then we actually get a day off on Thursday. Nothing wrong.
Really?
Because there's no other school.
Do you
Yeah.
do it Thursday?
Oh, we're actually next week, Tuesday, Thursday at 6 o'clock. No, Tuesday, Thursday at 5 o'clock, youth class starts.
It does.
Next week, Tuesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. youth class.
Alden entered.
Oh God, I scared him to death.
It said admit Alden. So I admitted him, but I don't see him.
Who?
Alden? Alphys and Alden. Where'd they go?
I don't know where they went. Because this really isn't really a class. All right, let's grab Poomse. Let's start with Poomse. May as well.
Yes, sir.
What's that? Oh, I'm so sad. It'd be good for your personal growth
And your college resume.
and your college resume.
That's honest to goodness. They're gonna ask, would you volunteer, you get a few things, this is off the chart school.
What do you want to go to college for? Or do you want to go to college? Yeah.
You're a freshman, right? You're 8th grade?
7?
Sophomore?
10? What grade are you in?
Junior, sir.
Junior, okay.
You're a junior?
I know, like me.
They're gonna love that in your resume. Hey, Mr. Polance. You know what they're gonna love in your resume too? The fact that you assist at the academy, I love everything about that. All right, so I'm gonna start with Poomse Ilgu, which is, I want to get back up one more,
Yes, sir.
which is not something you guys have probably ever done, but that's all right, we'll just rock through it. Okay, 3, Poomse Ilgu.
Poomse Ilgu.
All right. Turn left, low block, ha! And then throw straight. Set, turn right, low block. Net, throw straight. To the front, low block, ha! Do it, temple straight forward. Set, temple straight. Net, throw straight, here!
Here.
Keep this hand right by your side. Don't let it float out here, right there. Spin around, low block. Left forward stance, throw straight, do it. Back around the back of the room, low block. Throw straight. Set, low block. Temple straight, ha! Throw straight, yeah! Yeah! Spin around the world backwards, low block. Right step, throw straight, set, around the world, low block. Right forward stance, back, throw straight, yeah!
Here.
Whoa! Shot. Easy. Got that okay, Mr. Poomse? Have you ever done that before? Okay, all right. So I don't expect you to memorize that, but you see how similar that is to Poomse. Poomse will at least has kicks in it. Why you start that? All right, 3. Poomse Ilgu.
Poomse Ilgu.
Ha! Turn left, left forward stance, low block, high block. Good. Chamber to your right side. Chamber to your right side. Kick. And temple straight, temple straight. Set. Spin around, low block, high block. Net. Chamber to your left side. Kick. Temple straight, temple straight. Ha! Low block. Good. Side block. Net. Side block. Ha! Throw straight, throw straight. Yeah!
Here.
Spin around the world. Ha! Low block, high block, left forward stance. Chamber to your right side. Good. Right kick. Temple straight, temple straight. Ha! Right forward stance, low block, high block. Chamber to your left side. Good. Kick, temple straight, temple straight. Ha! To the rear, low block. Good. Right forward stance, side block. Set. Left forward stance, side block. Right side block, actually. Net. Left forward, right forward stance, forward straight. Yeah. Right. Spin around the world, low block, high block, left forward stance. Chamber to the right side, kick. 1, 2. Good. Right side, low block, high block. Set. Chamber kick, 1, 2, yeah.
Here.
Oh, shot. I can't seem to get the 2 at the same time. Amazing.
You can't do it.
How was that? Okay. Okay, good. All right.
I'm slower.
You got that. All right. Poomse 3 and Poomse Ilgu.
Poomse Ilgu. I'm trying to stay with you. I think.
And Poomse 3. Set. We got a good side stance going here. Press your heels out. Strike to the left. Ha! Side strike. Reach in. Good. Side strike. Reach in. Set. Forward stance. Now. Side strike. Front strike. Ha! Side stance. Side strike. Good. Low section side strike. Set. Low section side strike. Set. Ha! Side stance, side strike. Good. Forward stance, side strike. From here, turn, chamber, ha! Around the world, side strike. Don't leave the ground. Set, shuffle, side strike. Yeah!
Here.
You left the ground. Oh!
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not supposed to be. You're happy for that. I'm so happy. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that here. We'll go ahead and do that one more time. Let me check in with Mr. Poomse. How you doing, sir? Good? Okay, good. Having all these great thoughts. Nothing to write down with, but you know, it'll come back. 3. Bump something. 3. There's supposed to be a gear here. Yeah. Supposed to be a gear here. Yeah. Set. Net. Side strike. Burn strike. Side strike. Side stance. Good. Low section side strike. Side stance. Set. Low section side strike. Side. Yeah. Good. Forward stance. Yes. Set. On the world side stance. Don't leave the floor. Set.
I have a question.
Yeah.
We teach the kids I set. Does that move up to adults with them?
It should.
We should all be doing I.
Yep. So
Yeah.
the key is, so the trivia is ISF, and there's a gear here, and then there's ISF there. Here we go. We spin around,
Right.
and we right, and then it should be ISF. You know, that's not in the form, and I showed Grandmaster Wong. We did that once when he was at his test, and he goes, so, you know, and for some reason, we've tried to get that into the mix, and we just haven't. We just haven't. How you doing, Mr. Polance? All good? Now, Mr. Polance, have you ever done Bongsul Sabu? Okay. You're in for a treat. You get to do Bongsul Sabu. Have you ever done it? Have you?
I don't know, sir.
3. Sabu.
What's the sound of?
Sabu.
Sabu.
Sabu. Hana. High block. Let go with the left. Whew. Nice sword strike to the mid. Right through the bot. Follow your uniform down and stop at the hip. Turn. High block. Let go with the right. Slice. Set. High block. Let go with the left. Slice. Net. High block. Let go with the right. Slice. You should be able to do this, Jedi. And now from here, spin around the world. Now you're holding at the 1/3 point. Strike, back straight, rechamber. Strike, back straight, rechamber, and over. And we move again. Good. Side strike. 1/3. There. 1/3. There. Again. Strike. Center. Strike. Center. And then we step around again. Yeah! Middle section, straight,
Yeah.
middle section. Now, stepping over to this side. Side block. Let go with the left. Yeah! Turn to the right. Side block. Let go with the right. Yeah! Come out to the back. Side block. Let go with the left. Slice. To the front. Side block. Always let go of the hand of the leg that's in front. And slice. Now this time, instead of a full turn, half turn. Come on. To the side, and down. Good. Spin around backwards. Side, and down. Set. Side, and down. Next. Yeah. Middle section, cross, middle section, cross. Oh. Okay. We'll do this one more time. Have you ever done that? You know, so everything that we do in Jedi just comes from everything else I've learned. You know, Grandmaster Wong. There's sword forms that Grandmaster Wong taught us. That I didn't bother putting into Jedi because they're super boring. They're really boring. They teach good skills, but I want something a little more dynamic. So, you know, all of the stuff that we do in Jedi, I didn't really make books. We made up the forms and sequence, but what we're doing with the sword is just boom. So we're doing the sword. All that is. Yeah. So back 30 years ago, 20 years ago,
when another Taekwondo master moved in to the big water closet next to us, started Taekwondo. He was teaching Poomse classes and was charging $250 an hour. No, he ever got any students. But he was teaching Poomse.
He didn't last long.
No, he didn't. But he did set up and had a, you remember that? Had a test. He took all the testing fees, had the test on Saturday, and was gone by Sunday. And everybody came in Monday, take class, and he was gone. Place was empty. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was getting the last little bit of money off it. Then he opened right back up on Silver Lane in the bowling alley. Yeah. I mean, boy. Anyway, we'll do this again. Sorry, Mr. Poomse, I waxed poetically. I three. Poomse Sabu.
Sabu.
Ha! Forward, stance, high block, slice. Turn, high block, slice. Net, high block. We'll go with the arm that's in the front leg. Slice. Net, high block. Slice. Now spin around the world. Side and chamber, side, and re-chamber. Good solid side step. Inside. Chamber, side. Try to push your heels out some more. Heels out. Up. Good. Oh, I almost killed the camera. All right, first thrust. Ha! I have set. Ha! This way. Side. And slice. Good. Set off. And slice. Always slicing towards the front leg. Set. Second off. Let go with the left hand. Slice towards the left leg. We're going to move this way a little bit so we don't feel it. Next, I block. And slice. Something doesn't feel right. Maybe. Ha! Half turn. Set. Next. Oh. Set. Okay, so I'm going to move close to the camera so I can talk to you all about details. So, of course, when you're holding, you're holding it thirds equally on this. When you go to do those side strikes, in Poomse Ibu, Poomse Sambu, we hold in the middle and we do the side strike. In Poomse Sabu, we hold at that third point and we strike, which makes it way harder because there's not as much to catch on the back of your arm and there's a lot more mass out here, which makes it harder to control. But don't hit lighter because of that. Hit hard and learn to stop it dead. So that's the strike. Always make sure you're striking, holding on to the 1/3 point. There was something else. Oh, yeah. So on the sword strike, okay, that's all being a left forward stance, left high block. Okay, so you don't bring your left hand all the way over here and then strike. From here, you let go, you start the strike, and sort of put the sword hilt right into your hand, and then continue the motion down. So your hand should not come backwards, although that will feel like it gives you more power, which it will initially. Okay, from here, so as you start the sword, it turns right into that hand, and then you just continue that motion down. So those are two super particular points about Poomse Sabu that I'd like to point out. Any questions, Mr. Poomse? Any questions? All right, face to face. All right, let's put these away.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Does this point from down, sir?
oh yeah, actually, it's not terrible. Well, hopefully no one's touching my balls.
not like that.
Ooh.
Cool. All right. Okay. Okay, so, oh, wait a minute. You know what? I'm going to try to put Mr. Polance entirely in the screen. Can I do that? Hey! Hi, Mr. Polance. I got you entirely in the screen now. Okay, so we're going to do the take-up ladder, which means we're going to start at the bottom and go right to the top. How long has it been since you've done lesson 1, 2, 3?
Long time.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Like, step punch, step punch. Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Wonderful. First goes in the left.
Yeah, I know it, huh? All right, let's go. I never understood why white belts had to learn 3 forms. Yellow belts only had to learn 1. Anyway, okay. All right, so this will be a little bit of a cardiovascular track because we'll be moving for quite a while. If you have any questions or mistakes or anything, just hold on to them, catch back up to where we are, and then we'll go through each one separately. 3. All right, take your heels up. And up. Next. Good. Come on. Good. Six. Nine. Yeah. There you jump. Good. Nine. You. Good. Good. Ah. Good. Set. Nine. Up. Yes. You. Good. Yeah. There's some done. Come on. Good. Set. Nine. Up. Up. Two. Get there. Go ahead, punch. Good. Ha. Good. Set. Nine. Up. Up. Two. Get there. Yeah. Hey, Sergeant, to me. Good. Nick. Ouch. Hustle. Yes. You. Get it. Up. Good. Come on. Good. Set. Keep that fist. Nick. Outside inside. Nick. Outside inside. Come on. Outside inside forward stance. And 2. 3. Outside inside forward stance. 1. Yeah. Sure. Jimmy. There you go, Jack. Ha. 3. Set. Next. Let's go. Let's. You. Yep. Yeah. Huh. Set. Next. That's all. Let's. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. And three. There you jump. Ah. Three. Set. Net. That's it. Else. Yeah. Set up the ball. Good. Set. Set up the ball. Punch. Set. Punch. And now. Breathing. Good. Set. Hiya. Net. That's all. Yes. 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 Out. Yes. Yeah. Oh, shit. Three. Big children. Ha. Set. Net. So. Us. Oops. You know. And you don't play. Ha. Good. Set. Net. That's it. Us. Help. You know. Up. Yes. Ha. Good. Set. Here. And so it should take about 10 minutes to do those 8 forms. If you keep going in, you know, so it's a good cardiovascular work. Oh, Jimmy. Take a ball jump. Hana. Hey. Set. Here. Next. That's all. Thank you. I knew that was on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Up. Hey. Ha. Good. Set. Net. That's all. Yes. Yeah. 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 Hush. Yeah. Ah. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay, good. I'm gonna go nap. So how was that for you? Okay? Anything in particular really trip you up or just little bits here? Yeah, you'll be like that for years. Like you'll always be like that. Sometimes I have a good night and they all just pop right out. And other times, yeah. Oh. So what do we do to it?
Nothing.
Hey, Mr. Polans, do you have any particular color belt form you'd really like to work on again, or any questions or anything? No? No? Okay. Do you guys have a particular form you want to work on again? Or questions? I know you want to do that one. Oh, I just remembered what I wanted us to do. All right. So now we're doing forms in slow motion. Just to mess up the head, mess up the indexing of what comes next. Look at that thing. Hmm? Oh. I just, easy. And I have a gymnastic ring. You have to get back up. Jedi ring. I'm just actually lazy about that too. Yeah, they always open their door and they never see me doing anything.
When you look inside,
Yeah. The floor is always empty.
really, I hear them, but I don't ever see them either.
Well, you hear from the other.
Right.
Yeah, that usually has different classes.
I love how that one woman parks here and then walks across. I'm like, oh, hi, like her.
All right, so slow motion. Let's start with big something. And slow motion kind of means good dynamic breathing in here, stomach goes out, and then stomach goes in. And then sort of dynamic tension, but not going over the question.
Yeah, I've not had the opportunity to do many forms slow motion. So yes, it's supposed to be still make it a workout.
It's a different kind of.
Okay.
It's not so much a part of that. Let's just run through it once, all right? So say your something. All right, trippy. All right, so slow motion. Come on. Set. Net. Asu. Us. I'm waiting for you. Here we go. Get done. Up. Yeah. Come on. Set. Net. Asu. Sit. Here we go. Get done. Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Shit.
Can you say it at all, I think, so I can hear you?
Okay, so let's talk about the principles of doing forms in slow motion. So basically, what you're really looking to accomplish is the upper half of the body and the lower half of the body end simultaneously. What most people do is end their stance and then they finish their upper body. Where what you really need to do is all of it has to end all at the same time. All just plant at the same instant. That's really hard. So let me go, I'll go this way for Mr. Polance's benefit. And that's back half. Okay. So I'm here. I'm here. See how the hips move. Terribly slow. So, what you should see in slow motion, what you should see in slow motion is what you're supposed to be doing fast. And unfortunately, because we do forms fast so much, I'm not sure that people are getting all the hip jogs in and seeing everything they're supposed to be doing. Here's another good one. Take a shoulder jump. For example, I'm doing this one slow. We're here, okay? And then you step out, inhaling, and then you go slightly past, and now you're square. And then you switch arms as you're stepping. Then as you plant, you start, and you turn, and come slightly past, and square. All of that's supposed to be happening at speed. And it doesn't happen often, but that's okay because this is really advanced stuff. It's not stuff we worry about with color belts so much. So you're getting extra tonight, which means at your black belt test, I'm going to be looking at all of this stuff because I know that you've got that extra training. So we started watching Cobra Kai.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's actually pretty good. Mr. Polance, have you been watching Cobra Kai? No?
I've watched every episode with the kids. They laugh at me. I'm like, oh, I remember that from the movie. And, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
it.
we're on like episode 5, 4, 5.
Of season 1?
Season 1.
Oh, okay.
We just started. And it's
We just did season 3, episode 1. It's pretty cool.
they're only half-hour episodes. Because we got through like 3 or 4 of them, like in an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm like, that's interesting. Interesting.
Don't get disinterested. They keep pulling you back.
I bet they do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is nothing. I'm going to go to the break room, sit down, have a coffee, relax, maybe a donut or two. Yeah, no, I'm back on the Whole30, so no gluten, no sugar, no dairy.
Back on it, you were off.
Oh yeah. Well, yes, because I started, I would eat yogurt, although now I found almond milk yogurt, so I'm still not doing dairy, but I used it as a template and would cheat occasionally, but not too bad. And in the last month, really started eating way too much of stuff that had gluten in it. What's that? Yes, cookies and brownies and cake and a pumpkin pie. And where to find a pumpkin pie with a gluten-free crust? I'm sure they make it, although most gluten-free crusts are awful. But we'll see.
What about pumpkin pie just in the glass baking dish? That's crust. That's what we make it. We just pumpkin pie without the crust in a glass baking dish.
I love the crust. That's like my favorite part of the pie. But don't get interested. That's like having a bowl of pudding.
Absolutely. A bowl of pumpkin pie
Oh, I
without
like
the
that.
crust.
I like that. The pizzas with like cauliflower.
Cauliflower pizza. Ugh.
Oh,
We've tried it.
yeah.
It's worse.
We found a couple of pieces that have good gluten-free crust. Anyway, so I'm back on my that. But anyway, so what I want you all to do is I'm going to watch. I'm going to stand over here so I can.
Excellent. Make Mr. Polance nervous for us.
That's it. I'm turning you around, Mr. Polance, so I can see. So I can see all 3 of you at the same time. And I would like you to take a some. And oh God. And I would like you all to take a samjang again, slow motion. Let's see how that looks. To me. Take a samjang, slow motion. Shijang. Stop, 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 stop. Oh God, now I gotta turn you around again. All right, I'm gonna throw up. Spinning. All right, so I saw this. All right, so from here, I saw tilt. I saw this massive, as opposed to from here, simply turning. Here, and then I'm gonna finish it. So for God's sakes, don't bring your hands up here and don't tilt, which is why we do forms slow motion, because I get to really see stuff. All right. You know what would be a really good exercise for y'all? Remind me after class to write down upload homework. I need to give people a way to upload their homework so they don't have to bring it in. But what would be really great exercise for you guys, videotape yourself doing a form slowly and then watch it. Bring popcorn, you know, and watch it, and you'll be, oh, God, I didn't know I did that, you know. So, but yeah, okay. Oh, I got to do it this way. All right, let's go again. Don't tilt. To me. Up at your belt, buddy. That's right. Shija. See how well ingrained it is? Go ahead. Don't go with. What about your kick, dude? I'm gonna have to beat you. It's, oh my God. Oh dear. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go call 911.
Stay right here, sir?
Hmm?
No,
I'm leaning all over the place. Thanks for
I
that.
see you all.
Come to the full length. I'll be right back.
He's like, wait.
Isaac. I know. Good job, Isaac. Mr. Polans, can you hear me? Yes? Can you hear me? Okay. We just had a car accident out front. We heard whoosh. So Kwanja Nim went to call the police so that we get a police officer out here. I don't know if you can see it, but right behind us, there should be lights pretty soon. So you'll see. We gonna see, there's the little flashing lights going on. So somebody had an accident out front. So give us just 1 second. We're gonna try it again, slow motion, because I'm the one who's leaning. Oh, you were leaning too? Okay. I can turn you around, sir, Mr. Polance. And that way Isaac, are you in there? Maybe sort of. Okay. You ready? We'll do it again all together. To me.
Oh,
I'll go again. Okay, ready? She's up.
Wait.
Come on.
Are you going to take your son down again?
Oh no. Oh,
Why
that's all.
didn't you do it at all?
That's.
Because you said stop.
Oh no! I didn't. Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
said stop.
All right, I screwed that up. Okay, well, that's all right. Let's move on anyway. Okay. What? Do you want to do something?
I do not.
Could you get through something like take a Ojung on your phone? Or take a chill jump? You could do take a chill. Yeah, all right. All right, so now I'm gonna what? Mr. Polance, do you see the car wreck outside? I don't know if you can see through the window there. I would like you all to take a chill jump in slow motion. I can absolutely tell you that I'm going to be looking for those awesome tiger stances. Good bend of the leg and all of that. All right, to me. Take it, children. Shija. Well, so much for slow motion. Go ahead. Slow it down. Remember that your body finishes when your arms finish. Hips, lower body, upper body, all finish together. That, that, that. Not up here. Yeah. Okay. Fist under elbow. You're on the second part now. Sorry, I screwed you up. Go ahead. Back fist. Circle back fist. There you go. My fault. And Mr. Polance Poro. Now, this is fun. I want to see slow motion crescent kicks. This is going to be a hoot.
Yeah.
Porosha. You go, you go. Straighten your back, Isaac. You're hunched. That's it. Good.
Yeah.
Bring your left hand up, 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 back, 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 back. Point your elbow in the same direction as your heel. No, straight at that back wall. There it is. All right, well, that was fun. So none of y'all, I hope you can see me, Mr. Polance. All of y'all had very square, straight bodies. Hmm? Sorry, Mr. Polance. That's hysterical.
We all had straight bodies here.
Oh, you're square, and your bodies weren't doing anything. Where from here, you come in and you have to be twisted. And then there's a big hip motion this way, you come a little bit back, and then a big hip motion back. So none of y'all have it.
No, we're in slow motion.
Yeah. And which means you don't have it when you do it. That's why this looks like this, because there's no circle. There's a circle kind of motion. What was the other thing? Well, yeah, that crescent kick is just a bear. I mean, it's work. It's really work.
You really do the crescent kick in slow motion.
Right from here. And I should have stepped out. I should have just stepped in there. It's all slow motion. I mean, it's impossible.
Mr. Pullen didn't see your crescent kick, sir.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Woo! So from here, right? Really, you're gonna make me do this again? From here, inhale.
We'll do it.
That one actually came out pretty good. That one actually came. So after you get your crescent kick out there, okay, so it comes up and around, and it's there. Now bring it back and then step out. Don't just, I hope your crescent kick doesn't just look like this. Crescent kick and out. It should be crescent kick and then step.
Controlled step when you decide to step, not your body comes down.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You guys
All right, so let's pick one more form just to torture y'all and give me some entertainment. Ah! Ah! Where'd you go? Let it go. Let it go. He's not on here. Oh, wait, I gotta join. Ah! Why isn't this?
Isaac, hang. Hold, Elijah, hold on. We're getting right back. We'll get you back on so you can see us, okay?
I don't know why this is taking so long. All the time. Why can't I get? All right, so I am evidently challenged here. Back, start. Oh, there you are. Sorry, Mr. Polance, I apologize. Okay, so, well, you'll know take a Paljung. So let's go ahead and do take a Paljung. That'll be a hoot too. Slow motion, last form. Make sure you're breathing well. Chimbi. Shija. Punch. Punch. Boom. No? Did you guys get this punch?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Two.
That's it. So it's gonna be 1, 2. Uh-huh. Mr. Polance, have that fist go up to your chin height. It's an uppercut. Up, 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 up. And your fist goes up by your shoulder. Pull your right fist up by your shoulder. There you go. That's it. Go ahead. Nice twist, knife hand block. Step back, and palm heel. Crouch. Arms up, twist. Don't rise up. Stay here. Yep. So you get your block, and then you're just gonna bring your arms to the side and twist. We don't go up and down. Turn that back foot. Snap, snap more. Nope. Oh, yep. Too high, Isaac. Bend that knee, bend that leg. Right leg. Yeah, up on the ball. Good, there you are. So bring the first kick forward. And then as you chamber, that's slow. Yeah, slow. That's it. Block, punch. No, single punch, excuse me. Single punch, my fault. Then spin around the world. Single knife hand block. That, wrong way. Yep. Elbow back fist punch. Make the elbow land on your hips. Good. And if you're done, pro. And pro. Good. So now, you know, I could stand here all day and critique and tell you what you've got to work on and stuff. But one of the reasons for going in slow motion is so you can see what you're doing and notice what you're doing. It's a whole new level of perception when you slow it down and, you know, you're really catching like this thing. And, you know, and you're catching, you know, the straight body thing and all of that. So really slow motion Poomse is what you do if you want to take your Poomse up several notches. I would say I gotta sneeze and I can't sneeze. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that was awful. I would say if you want to take your Poomse up to master level, but that somehow sounds egotistical. But you know, that's what Master Fosco and I did in order to taking a form up to master level is simply about noticing the details far more than anybody else would, you know? And one way to learn to do that is to do slow motion forms. That's it, you know? All right, any questions, Mr. Polance? Very proud of you for joining us tonight. Very good. So, Mr. Scott, thank you for coming in. Thank you. All right, good night. Oh, face flag. Okay, Don, good night. Face black belt. You face the black belt. Shut it. All right. Good night, Mr. Polance. Hugs to the family, okay? Hey, I haven't seen your brother Caden in a long time. Tell him I said hey. And your dad, I haven't seen your dad in a long time.
Okay,
All
sir.
right?
Yes,
Have
sir.
a great night.
Have a good night, sir.